All right. We were talking about perimeter and area of simple geometrical figures, geometrical. So last time we did a few examples. We did examples about conversion of units, right? Converting square centimeters into meters, square meters, or square meters into square kilometers. And after that, we did a few examples about the area of a triangle and rectangle and square. So today, actually, we are going to add two more things, okay, to these concepts. That is, number one is parallelogram, second one is trapezium. And also after that, we will solve some questions about that is related to these shapes or composite figures. Composite figures means, how about if we just add, for example, triangle and rectangle? It looks like a roof, for example. Okay, some kind of different shapes. So we will start with, let's say, parallelogram. It is another special quadrilateral. Now, and it's the same, when we just say quadrilateral, we just think of any flat shape, any flat closed shape that has four sides, right? For example, it is this, and it is this, maybe it is this, and it is this. Actually, all sides are straight. It looks like a curve, but let me just draw here. One side, another side, maybe another side here. Okay, another side here. So that vertex is A. Actually, we call this vertex. Another vertex is B, and C, and D. Any flat shape, closed flat shape, it must be closed. It has four sides. We call this quadrilateral. And some of them are among the shapes. They are very special, right? The first one is rectangle. We already talked about rectangle. And the second one is square, for example. The third one is, now we are going to study here, it is a parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? It is a quadrilateral because it has four sides in which the opposite pairs of sides are equal and parallel. Okay, we are now talking about the interior angles. Is if opposite sides are parallel and these opposite sides are parallel, and if opposite sides are equal to each other, then we call this a parallelogram. And how do you find its perimeter? We know how to find its perimeter, right? The length of this side plus this side plus this side plus this side. If this side equals, let's say, B, this one is B, this side is, let's say, A, and it's A, what is its perimeter? Is similar to rectangle, 2 times A plus B, because A plus A plus B plus B, the length of the boundary, right? This is how you find the perimeter. And how about the area? Area is just simply height times base. It gives us the area. That is, area equals base times height. And how about if we have another height? For example, if I draw a height from this point to this side, for example. Okay, if this one is H, let's say this one is H, this one is capital H, this is another height to this base. These heights are different. And also using this one, we can find the area. The area equals, what is it? A times H. And that is equal to either B times this H. Okay, so either that's altitude times base, or this altitude or height times base. It gives us the area of the parallelogram. Okay, and another one is trapezium. Okay, so what is a trapezium? Again, it's a special quadrilateral, another special quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides, right? In parallelogram, we said two, actually, both actually opposite sides are parallel to each other. If only with one pair of its sides are parallel, then we say that trapezium. So here, this side is parallel to this side. But how about this side? They are not parallel. They don't have to be parallel, right? So we call this trapezium. And how do you find the area of the trapezium? Again, perimeter, you know how to find this. If this side is A, this side is B, let's say this side is C, and this side is D. So perimeter of trapezium is, what is it? A plus B plus C plus D. And here, none of the sides are equal. That's why we need to add all separately, right? And how about the area? Area is equal to the sum of the parallel sides, A plus B, that is sum of the parallel sides, and times H and divided by 2, okay? Maybe later I will show you the proof. Why is it so? I want to answer this question a bit later. Before this, let's practice a few questions. Okay, that is how we evaluate the area of the trapezium. Immediately, let's see two simple examples related to the area of parallelogram and trapezium. In this question, as you see here, we are given, what is this? From the figure, it is a parallelogram, right? This side is parallel to this side is parallel to this side. And this altitude height is given to this side. So in question A, then area of the given parallelogram is, what is it? Height times base. That is 7 times 12, which is equal to 84 centimeters squared, right? And how about the second one? As you see here, okay, this side is parallel to this side. It has four sides. Then it is a trapezium. So I'm going to use the area formula of trapezium to find this area. What is the area of the trapezium? It is the sum of the parallel sides over 2 times h, which is equal to, what is the sum of parallel sides? This side is 7, this side is 11. So that is 7 plus 11 over 2 times, how about height? Height equals 5. Height equals 5. Now if you just simplify this, 7 plus 11, 18. And 18 is divided by 2, it is 9. And here we have 5, which is equal to 45 square centimeters. That is the area of trapezium. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's see some other questions then. Let's also change my pen color. Question A. What is it? Immediately as you hear, this side is parallel to this side is parallel to this side. It's a parallelogram, right? Now it says that find the value of x in each of the following figures. Okay, here they are not asking us to find the area. So here we have this height is unknown. What is this height? From this B to the side CD, right? This is CD, so it is perpendicular. That's why it is height. And also the height to this base also is given, is 8. So now, how can we find the area of the parallelogram? If you remember the formula, it's just base times height, right? And we know the opposite sides are equal. If this side is 9, also this should be 9 centimeters. If this side is 6, also it should be 6 centimeters. So as you know, in two different ways, I can find the area, right? Either using this height and base or this height and base. So that means if I use this height and base, so the area of this parallelogram is, what is it? 9 times x. That is 9 times x. On the other hand, if I use this height and base, it gives us the same area actually. That's equal to 8 times 6, right? This height to this base. Also, it gives us the area of this parallelogram. Now, as you see here, this part, what is it? It's just an algebraic equation. We know how to solve this. So what is x? X equals 8 times 6, 48. And divide both sides by 9, it is 9. Or if you just simplify this, here we have 5, right? Or we can simplify this first. 48 is, what is it? 3 times 16. And this one is 3 times 3. That's equal to 16 over 3, which is equal to 5 and 1 over 3 square centimeters. No? Just centimeters, because x is just a length. X is just a length, right? And how about the other question? In question B, as you see, it is a trapezium because this side is parallel to this side. And this side is already perpendicular to BC. That means that that is a height, right? So here, by using the area of the trapezium, what is it? It is the sum of the parallel sides over 2 times height. And from here, it's the sum of the parallel sides. What sides are parallel? This side and this side. So it is 10 plus x. Here we have 10 plus x over 2 times. And do we know the height? What is the height? Height equals 6, right? This is height because this is 90 degrees. So here is equal to 6. And that is the area of the trapezium. And it says that it's given here. The area of the trapezium is given here. It is 72. So that is 72 square centimeters. Right? By just using the given information, now we got an algebra equation. And if we solve this algebra equation, we will get the value of x. Because in the question, it asks to find, actually, we need to find the value of this x, right? So we know how to solve this. First, simplify this. 6 over 2, that is 3. And here we have 10 plus x. And what is 72? I can write it as 3 times 24, right? And this 2 is multiplied. This 3 is 3, they cancel out each other. So 10 plus x is equal to 24. What is x here?
Sorry, I was muted. Hold on. Can you repeat the question?
Here in the last question, okay, we form our equation. That's the area formula. And area is given. It is 72 square centimeters. Now we need to solve this equation to get the value of x. So 6 over 2, that's equal to 3. And this 72, I can write it as 3 times 24. So if you divide both sides by 3, this 3 gone. And on the left-hand side, we have 10 plus x. On the right-hand side, we have 24. So now what is the value of x from the last equation?
14.
Are you sure? So actually just a value of x, it is 14. So if you just substitute here, that is 14 centimeters. Yeah, here also that actually already unit is given. We don't have to write these units, right? That is this thing. And here, that is this thing. Let me just write here. So x equals this, dot, dot, dot. And here we have dot, dot, dot. Okay, Shahina. All right. Can you solve this problem? Read the question.
I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. Let me see.
But can you recognize these figures? Find the total area of the shaded parts in the diagram. Okay, look at the first one, this one. What does it look like? Is it a parallelogram?
Yeah.
It is, right? Because this sides are parallel and this sides are parallel. So this the length of GF, it is 3. And also DE, it must be 3. This double prime notation here, it is these line segments are all equal, right? And how about another shape? Shahina, how about this one? Is it also parallelogram?
Yes.
Good. How about the third one? Is it a parallelogram?
Yes.
All are parallelogram. And the height means it's the distance between these two lines, right? What is the distance? It is 8. It means that the height of this parallelogram to its base, 8. The height of this parallelogram to its base, it is 8. And the height of this parallelogram to this base is equal to 8. So let's just actually use this one is A, this one is B, and this one is C. So the area of the shaded region equals capital A plus capital B plus capital C. Now let's find the area of this one. Actually, all sides are equal. This is 3, this is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And height, I know that. So what is the area of capital A? That is 3 times 8, base times height, plus, how about the second one? Again, it is base times height. What is the height? Height is 8. So that is 3 times 8. Plus, how about this one? Again, it is base times height. And what is the height? Height actually is the same, right? If you just draw the height here, is there parallel? So if it's 8, also it is 8. Also it is equal to 3 times 8. All are 24, 24, 24. So how many 24s? 3. 3 times 24, which is equal to 72 square centimeters. Okay? Is it
Sorry, I
clear?
was. Yeah, I got it now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you think you can solve this problem? If you solve this, I will give you 100 points.
Okay, let me see.
First read it and tell me if you understand this question or not.
In the figure, ABCD is a rectangle of length 24 centimeters and breadth 16 centimeters. Given that CQ equals PB equals 1.5 PQ, calculate the area of the trapezium PQRS.
Can you solve it?
So we have to like find the area of the shaded part, right?
Yeah. How do you find it?
Um,
What does it look like actually? First question is, what does it look like? The shaded region, the shaded area, actually the shaded region.
a trapezoid. Half of a trapezoid.
Trapezium.
Oh, trapezium.
It's a trapezium, right? Because this side is parallel to this side.
Mm-hmm.
In the figure ABCD is a rectangle of length 24. Okay, that is 24. And breadth, it is 16. All right, we got it. Given that CQ equals PB, the CQ, let me just use right here, the CQ equals PB. And it says that it is half of PQ. If this one is PQ, that is half of PQ. What does it mean? If we just, this CQ, let's say if CQ equals X, right? If CQ is X, also this will be X. Then what will be the length of PQ, Shahina?
X
It will
X
be
multiplied.
it will be 2X, right?
Oh,
Because it
2x.
says that the half of PQ equals PB equals CQ. That means that twice this PB or twice CQ equals PQ. And what is the length of PB equals X? The length of CQ is equal to X. So it must be 2X. Okay. Before I continue this, Shahina, I will open just one page because I need to show something here. Okay, duplicate. All right. Before we continue, let's just remember something here. Did you ever hear about Pythagorean theorem?
Yeah,
What
but
is
I
it? Do
don't
you
know.
remember? It's about the right angle triangle, right? If you are given any right angle triangle, right? And this angle is right angle. This side, let's say it is A. This side it is B. This side it is C. And this theorem states about very special relationship between A, B, and C. And it says that if you are given any right angle triangle, if the shortest sides are A and B, and the longest side, which is faced by this right angle, is C, then it says it is true then A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Right? And that is called Pythagorean theorem or Pythagoras theorem. For example, let's say here we are given a right angle triangle, and this side is, let's say, 3, and this side is 4. The question is, what is the length of the hypotenuse? Actually, we call this hypotenuse, the side which is faced by the right angle. Using this Pythagorean theorem, what is x? That is x squared equals 3 squared plus 4 squared. Or x squared equals 3 squared is 9 plus 4 squared 16. That's equal to 25. So if x squared equals 25, what is x, Shahina? X is square root of 25. And what is square root of 25?
25.
It
Right?
is 5, right? Square
Oh,
root of
right.
4 is equal to 2. Square root of 1 is equal to 1. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. And square root of 16 is equal to 4. And square root of 36 is equal to 6.
Oh,
And
I
how about
see.
square root of 7, Shahina? We don't know.
701.
We don't know.
No.
We need to use a calculator, right, to evaluate it because it's not a square number. But this is 4, 1, 4, 9, 16, 36, 25. These are square numbers. That's why we can evaluate them. So that's equal to 2 because 2 squared equals 4. 1 because 1 squared equals 1. 9 square root of 9 equals 3 because 3 squared equals 9. 4 squared is equal to 16. 6 squared equals 36. Okay? And that's why the x is equal to 5. Let me give you another example. How about this example? Let's say this side is 5, this side is 13, and this side is y. Can you evaluate this? What is y?
13 minus 5.
First, you need to write the equation, right, Sahina? These are the shorter sides. That is a hypotenuse. Then we have this equation, 5 squared plus y squared equals 13 squared. So we know how to solve the equation. Keep the unknown on the left-hand side and take numbers to the right-hand side. So here we have y squared. What is 13 squared?
Oh, 26.
13 squared, Shahina. 13 squared means 13 times 13.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's equal to, can you check with your calculator? What is it? What is 13 times 13?
See. 169.
169, right? So that is 169. Take this 5 squared to the right-hand side, it becomes minus. What is 5 squared?
25.
25. So now, what is 169 minus 25?
Let me see. 144.
144. Now tell me, what is y here? Square root of, because it's square, Shahin, it's immediately you need to write square, then this y should be equal to square root of 144. Now using your calculator, you can evaluate this. What is it? Check this out. What is it? 12. So that is 12, right? The answer is then this y should be 12.
Oh, I get how to do it now.
Okay?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, Shahina, if you understood this, now we are going to use this knowledge here to solve our problem. Because without knowing this, we cannot solve the problem. Okay, I'm just going to use this Pythagorean theorem. So now let's get back to our question. So in the figure, ABCD is a rectangle of length 24. Okay, this is 16. And also it says that given that CQ equals PB equals 1 over 2 PQ. In chapter 1, right, actually we learn how to denote unknown using some variable, right? Variable means a letter. I don't know what is the length of CQ. That's why I'm using this X. Suppose that this X is the length of CQ. Since the length of CQ equals PB, and also the length of PB must be X. And from here, it says that this length is equal to half of PQ. What does it mean? It means that the PQ must be twice longer than this, right? That's why here PQ equals to X. Okay, got it. Now, the question is calculate the area of the trapezium. And how do we calculate the area of the trapezium, Shahina? To do this one, as you know, the area of trapezium, that is PQRS. What is it? It is the sum of the parallel sides over 2 times height. Now, one of the parallel sides is this one, that is A. And the second parallel side is this one, that is B. Do we know the length of this one? We don't know. It's not given here. Do we know the length of RQ? I don't know. And how about the height here? Height is, what is height? Height is equal to 2x. Even I don't know what is x. So first I need to find what is A, what is B, what is x. Then I can calculate the area of this trapezium. Okay? So now I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. Shahina, just to do this one, I'm going to open another one. Now you got the question because we need bigger space. Okay. All right. Here we are talking about this question. Okay, I get back to this. Okay. So now let's talk about this thing. Okay, if you remember, and this one, let me just use blue, that is much better. So the length of this side is A, and this one is B, right? And this is X. That's also X. That is also 2X, but I'm going to draw a line here from here. Okay, if I just draw a line, straight line, and let's say that is X. Also, this should be X, right? Okay, now Shaheen, if you just look at this, these lines are, this one is parallel to this line. It is parallel to this line. It is parallel to this line. And it's a rectangle, also it is parallel to this line. All these lines are parallel to each other, right? Now, if you notice here, this length is X, 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 right? That means that if this RC, if all these line segments are equal because of these parallel lines, if this one is, let's say it is Y, also this should be Y. Also this should be Y. Also this should be Y. Right? Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because we are just cutting this with parallel lines, right? If this parallel line, if this one is X, 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 and also the other side of the triangle, because of these lines are parallel, also these lengths must be equal to each other. But I'm not saying that this Y equals X, but these line segments, this thing should be equal to this thing, should be equal to this thing, should be equal to this thing. Okay, because of these parallel lines. Okay, we got the answer. Now, the first question for you, Shahina. The first question is, what is the value of X?
Um,
Shahina, look at this sides. This AD, is it equal to BC? Right? Look at the line segment AD. Is it equal to BC?
Yes. Oh, that's
Because it's a rectangle, opposite sides. So what is AD?
BC equals to 16 centimeters too. So
AD is equal to 16, right? 16. And what is BC? X plus X plus X plus X. That is 4X.
oh,
So from here, what is X?
4.
4. Very good. Now we got the value of X. Because to find the area, as you see here, I need to find the value of X, then the value of A and B. Another question, Shahina, for you. Okay, we got the value of X. Now, the first step. The second step is, the question is, I need to find the value of A and B. To do this one, I need to know the value of Y. How can I find the value of Y? Using Pythagorean theorem. Look at this triangle. Look at this triangle. Triangle A, B, C. Is it the right angle triangle?
Yes.
Yes, ABC. Then I can use Pythagorean theorem. That's AB squared, right? What is it? 24 squared plus, and BC squared. What is BC? 16. 16 squared equals, what is AC? AC is Y plus Y plus Y plus Y. That is 4Y squared. Now from here, we should solve this. 4 squared, 16, y squared. On the right hand side, can you evaluate these two things? What is it? 24 squared plus 16 squared. Use your calculator and tell me the answer. What is it?
Well, my calculator isn't working.
Where's the calculator?
It's here. It won't turn on though.
Is it on?
I'm trying to press the on button, but it won't work.
But Shahina, some square numbers, small numbers, you should actually know this. What is 24 squared? Do you know?
See,
5, 7, 6. Plus, what is 16 squared? 2, 5, 6. So that is equal to, now we can add them together. What is 5, 7, 6? 5, 7, 6 plus 2, 5, 6. What is it? 832.
800. Okay, got it.
So now from here, we need to find y squared. Shahina, so y squared equals 832 over 16. So if you divide this by 16, that's equal to 52. So now Shahina, tell me, what is y?
Y is 52 times. That's
No, Shahina, just tell me, what is it? It is square root of 52.
square root of 52. Oh, and then that. 52.
That's enough for me. Okay, that's enough. Now we got y. Look, Shahina, now, okay, the third step, let me draw a line. Let me change also my color. Third step, that is step 1, step 2. That is step 3. Now look at this triangle, RQS. What's going on here? Okay, triangle RQC. Is it the right angle triangle? Yes.
Yes.
So I can write it as a squared using Pythagorean theorem. X squared equals y squared. Do we know the value of a? We don't know. I'm trying to find this, right? A squared. Do we know what is x?
Yes.
4, right? It is 4 squared. Do we know what is y squared? Look at here. What is y squared? Y squared is 52. So that is 52. So a squared equals 52. Take this to the right hand side. Minus 16. What is it? What is 52 minus 16?
That is 34. 34, right?
What is it?
34.
36.
Oh,
Right? Now, Shahina, if a squared equals 36, what is a?
Square root of 36.
Very good. Now, what is square root of 36?
6, right?
6. Right? So now, Shahina, we know the value of x. We know the value of a. What is left? B. Now, I need to know b, right?
Oh, yeah, B.
Then I can find the area of this shaded region. Now, let's find b. To find b, I get back to the question here. Okay, look at the triangle now. Actually, this one is step 3. Let me just write step 4 here. Step 4. Now look at the triangle here. SPC. S or CPS. It's the right angle triangle, right? So from here, b squared plus, that is b squared. What is PC, Shahina? 3x squared, right? It is 3x squared. What is the length of PC? It is 2x plus x, 3x squared. equals, what is it? SC. What is SC, Shahina? Or maybe I can just write like this for you first. Then you can. So from here, SP squared, right? This SP squared plus PC squared, PC squared equals SC squared or CS squared. Now what is SP? SP is B, B squared. What is PC? PC is X plus 2X, that is 3X squared. Plus, what is CS? If you look at here, CS is, this is C, this is S, right? It is Y plus Y plus Y. It is 3Y squared. So here we have 3Y squared. Okay, I need to find this B squared. So B squared equals 3Y squared. 3 squared is 9. Y squared is Y squared. Minus 3 squared is 9. And here X squared, which is equal to 9 times. What is Y squared, Shahina? Do you remember? What is Y squared? 52, right? So I can use this thing here. So it is 52. Actually here 9 is a common factor. You can just keep this out. Okay. Minus, what is X? Do you remember? What is the value of X? 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is 4. So the value of X is 4 squared. So now that's equal to 9 times 52 minus 16 equals 36. Now don't actually multiply this. Now I can write here, what is B? Then B equals square root of 9 times 36. Or we can just write it as square root of 9 times square root of 36. What is square root of 9?
3.
3. Square root of 36?
6.
And 3 times 6?
18.
18. Finally, Shahina, we got the value of Y. I mean B. So let me just write here in a small box what we found out here. What is the value of X? 4. And what is the value of A? From here, A equals 6, right? So A equals 6. And what is the value of B? From here, 18.
18.
Right? So now I can find the value, I mean the area. Step 5. The area of the given trapezium PQRS, that's equal to A plus B over 2 times H. And what is A? A equals 6 plus, what is B? B equals 18 over 2 times. What is H? H equals 2x, right? And what is 2x? 2x is 8. So here we have 8. Equals 8 is divided by 2. It is 4. 6 plus 18, 24. And what is 4 times 24?
That's 48 plus that.
No, you should multiply like this, Shahina. 4 times 24 is 20 plus 4. 4 times 20, 80. 4 times 4, 16. What is 80 plus 16?
96.
96. So the answer is 96 square centimeters. Okay? Okay. Shahina, have some rest, okay? Break, and after that we'll continue after 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.